Good morning everyone, today we're going to be comparing the min-max Lite versus the true min-max builds. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to define is what exactly is min-max Lite. And my definition of min-max Lite is simply augments as well as gear that the average player can obtain by simply playing the game. Now, if you want the true min-max, you are going to need to jump through a couple hoops and a couple hurdles in order to farm for them and eventually obtain them. So you can essentially categorize true min-max for the hardcore players, and min-max Lite is more catered towards the casual players or the mid-core players. So now that I've defined the difference between Lite versus true min-max, now we need to talk about the augments themselves. So the Lite version simply uses all of the LC capsules which you get in LC Exploration. So we can see over here, Gladia Soul LC, Highael Domina LC, Mastery LC, Gigas Maste LC, as well as Halphinale LC. You can see I have quite a good amount of these capsules already. I've got 100 of these Mastery LC capsules because they just won't stop dropping like candy for me. But essentially these LC variants are much easier to attain versus the regular variants. As you can see over here, we have the regular Halphinale, the regular Gigas Maste, Highael Domina, Gladia Soul, as well as Mastery 4 of course, but these are a lot harder to obtain, especially Gladia Soul, which actually requires you to play a different game mode. You need to do Dual Quest Phase 2, which requires you to re-augment a full set of gear just to run that content, just to farm for one material needed to make Gladia Soul. You actually need a total of 3 different materials, and one of those materials requires you to respec your whole gear just to play that game mode, and you need to beat it in order to get one of those materials, and you actually need 10 of those materials to make a single Gladia Soul. So it's very tedious and it's very annoying. Versus the LC variant of the Gladia Soul, it just drops. You just run LC Exploration, run as many times as you can, and it just drops, fully made. You don't need to farm for different parts and bits in order to combine it into an LC capsule. It's fully completed. So the LC capsules are going to be a lot easier to obtain for the regular player because they are all fully completed. Versus all of the regular capsules over here, they actually all require you to craft them. Halphinale, Gigas Maste, Highael Domina, Gladia Soul, all 4 of these capsules actually require you to farm all these different bits and pieces, combine them together. It's going to cost you a lot of meseta, and finally you get the final product. The worst part about these capsules is the success rate. You can see Gladia Soul is a 7% success rate, Highael Domina 7% success rate, Gigas Maste 7% success rate, Halphinale also 7% success rate. So this means that if you are to augment these, you would need 10 of these capsules plus a 30% augmentation aid in order to have a 100% chance of success. Now of course you could gamble, however these capsules are incredibly expensive. Versus the LC variants, as you can see, success rate plus 10%. All of them are plus 10%, which means you get 10 of these capsules, you slap them in, you have a 100% success rate. Now for my friends which are a little bit smarter, you guys actually only need 8 of these capsules to get the 80% success rate plus a 20% augmentation boost, and bam, it's 100% success rate and you actually save a couple capsules, so you don't need to farm as many capsules for all of your different gear. But now we need to talk about the potency difference between the Lite variant versus true min-max. So the Lite variant is going to have a total of 153% potency. It's very good. You're going to be able to complete all of the content the game has to offer with that much potency. However, true min-max is going to give you 163% potency, which is quite a significant amount of extra potency. That's 10% more damage. However, you are paying an extreme premium to get that extra 10% damage. Just understand that you're paying like an arm and a leg just to get that extra 10%. With the meseta required to get that extra 10%, if you're buying all the bits and not actually farming it yourself, you might as well just buy like a new hairstyle, buy a new outfit, buy full out fashion. It's enough money to buy a full set of fashion plus a hairstyle. It's a lot of meseta. However, the advantage of true min-max is you can actually purchase everything from the player market. You don't want to farm for Halphinale, each Halphinale will cost you 1.3 million. You don't want to farm for Gigas Maste, you can buy that off the market for 2 million. You don't want to farm Highael Domina, that's another 2.4 million off the market. You don't want to farm Gladia Soul, that's that's another 2.5 million. So essentially you can buy all of these endgame capsules off the player market if you have enough Meseta, and that is one of the main advantages of going true min-max. Versus the LC capsules, yes, they are a lot easier to obtain. However, they are not tradable on the personal shop. All of the LC capsules require you to spend time playing the game and farming up all the resources yourself. You can't rely on your friends and be like, yo, give me all of your Gladia Soul LC capsules because I need these, I'll trade you Mastery LC capsules or something. It doesn't work like that because unfortunately all of the LC capsules are not tradable in the personal shop and they're bound onto your account. So essentially the majority of players are going to be using their LC capsules as their main augments for their endgame gear, simply because you get them from LC Exploration, which is a daily and it's pretty much the game mode to farm. You want to be farming LC Exploration as much as you can because you're getting all of these awesome LC capsules. You're also getting a bunch of materials in order to exchange for your endgame weapons, and you also have a chance of getting your Octo armors, which are currently your endgame armors as well. So if you're just a casual player that enjoys playing the game, just stick with the LC capsules. 153% potency is more than enough for all the content the game has to offer. You can even get away with like 145%, 150%. You're going to be fine with that much potency. Now, that being said, who are the players that should go for true min-max or 163% potency? Honestly, I think only the true hardcore players should try to aim for this, or the players who have a lot of Meseta and you have nothing else to spend it on. Then sure, you can go for true min-max and try to get all of these capsules over here. Then you slap on an Exdi Capsule as well as a Spi Tripable or a Guard Tripable and you're good to go. Like basically that's all you need and you're gonna be true endgame, 163% potency. You're gonna hit the largest numbers possible in the game, and yeah, you're gonna be living the good life. And the best part about these augments over here is they all already give you some floor potency, so even if you do get a Tisha weapon, it's still gonna be equally as effective. But at the end of the day, min-max Lite is the gold standard that you guys should all be aiming for at 153% potency. I think with that much potency, you will not be dead weight. You are definitely going to be carrying your weight, and you can potentially also carry others as well. So that should be the golden number that you're trying to aim for as min-max Lite. Now, if you do try to go for true min-max at 163%, that's great. However, just understand that you will be paying a premium, or if you farm everything yourself, you will need to invest the time in order to get all the different materials, in order to craft all the different capsules. And there are several capsules that actually time gate you a little bit. So you just need to understand that it is going to take time as well as effort, as well as Meseta, in order to achieve that last 10% potency. So what I recommend for players who are a little bit more ambitious is maybe a middle ground between min-max Lite and true min-max. So for example, Halphinale as well as Highael Dominas. You can get these capsules from farming as well as from the exchange shop itself. You are just time gated a little bit throughout the exchange shop, but nevertheless, eventually you will build up a surplus of Halphinales, and if you farm a lot in combat zones, you will also build up a surplus of Highael Dominas. So you can use these capsules to replace the LC variants, because the LC variants are a little bit lower. You know, the potency for Highael Domina LC is 2.75%. versus the regular Highael Domina, which is 3%. So that's a little bit higher, it's 0.25% higher. Halphinale gives you 4% potency versus the Halphinale LC, which gives you 3.75. That too is 0.25% higher. And the way that potency works is it's multiplicative. So what you may have noticed is the difference between min-max Lite was 153% potency versus true min-max at 163% potency. But if you actually do the math and you add the difference between your LC capsules versus the non-LC capsules, it's actually only a 5% potency difference, but because of how potency works, it's multiplicative. That's why it actually ends up being a 10% damage difference between true min-max versus min-max Lite. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.